Okay, this video is for anyone who is the, I guess, lady of the grad. So whether that you are the mother, stepmother, grandmother, auntie, neighbor, cousin, friend, and you have a person graduating this year, you want to look timeless and classy and comfy, but also good for all those photos that you know are gonna end up in someone's house for a long, long time. So if you're interested to hear my 15 tips on how to pick the right dress, that is what we're gonna go over today. And this is for the graduation guest. Hi there, and welcome to my channel. I'm Liz, and today I wanted to share with you 15 timeless tips to consider when selecting a dress to attend a graduation. And so this can be any kind of graduation, high school, college, or a trade school, where you want to look good. You want to look timeless, you want to look classy, you want to be comfy, because you know that there are going to be pictures floating around forever in whatever you wear. But if through all of this, you are just like, you know what, Liz, just tell me some dresses. What I will do is link below several, and I do shop high-end and low-end. So I will have selections from Saks and Anthropologie. Let's cap it at, 300, and then all the way to Temu and Amazon, which will range from $20 to $50. So I'm gonna select some beautiful options for you to consider. If, after these tips, you're just like, what would you wear, Liz? That's what these are gonna be. Dresses that I would wear, that I would consider timeless, appropriate, classy, and comfy. So let's get into it. All right, tip number one is plan ahead, which is what you're doing now, and that is perfect. You wanna get some advice, you wanna get out there, you wanna order, you wanna get them in and try them on. That way, if you need to do any alterations, if you need to exchange sizes, you're not scrambling at the last minute. This is an important tip for any important event. When I was younger, I did not do this, and it's the most stressful thing, not knowing what you're gonna wear to an important event, because you do wanna be confident and feel comfortable in whatever you choose to wear. So plan ahead. Tip number two is don't neglect your undergarments. So depending on the dress you get, that's why you wanna get that early and know what you're getting, and then you start planning for the undergarment. So whether you need a different kind of bra, maybe a strapless, maybe it's a little more hugging, but you love it, you love the color, the fit, and you maybe need a body shaper, you definitely wanna have your undergarments all set up in line as well, way ahead of the event. All right, my tip number three is one that I always tell people, and I'm actually surprised that people don't just think of this on their own, but don't wear all black. Oftentimes the graduate's robe is going to be black. Sometimes they are other colors, so you should check what that is. But if it's all black, I kind of simulate this to a kind of a wedding. So the bride is wearing all white, you would not wear white. So graduation, this is their special day, let them shine. Do not mix in with them, wear a different color, and that helps them stand out. So they're really gonna shine in those pictures. So I do not think wearing an all black outfit is a good idea for any of the ladies. Now, if you do wanna wear black, because it is slimming, I know, I love black dresses too. I would say opt for one with a pattern or something on it that really breaks it up, so it's not a black dress, a black gown. While I love an all black dress, this is not the correct occasion to pull that one out. All right, tip number four is consider your shoes. This is not the time to wear high heels, stiletto heels certainly, or even the skinny heeled shoes. Because one, you could be standing several hours, you could be walking across grass or gravel, which would ruin it. So I think instead opting for a wedge, maybe an espadrille, a block heel, or even a beautiful, maybe metallic flat is definitely a better choice. You're gonna be way more comfortable. You don't have to worry about the terrain, and it will look beautiful as well. Okay, tip number five is don't wear anything too trendy. So you don't want big logos, you don't need glitter and sparkles. This is not the time for that. This is time to just choose something a little more classic, a little more timeless. You are not the star of this, no matter how proud we are of our graduate. This is their time to shine. So I think sticking with something classic and classy is the way to go instead. Tip number 6 is don't wear anything too fussy. So this is where I'm gonna X out a lot of things like a jumpsuit, a short dress, something with weird straps or a lot of straps. You don't want something that you're gonna be having to tug at, or if you have to use the only bathrooms they have out, or even worse, porta potties, you don't wanna be messing with all of that. And then at the same time, I would stay away from a short dress because a lot of times graduations are outdoors and that wind can get going, and you do not want to have a wardrobe malfunction with your whole dress blowing up. So opt for a midi or a longer length, and it looks really classy and timeless as well. Tip number 7 is do not wear anything overly flashy, or more, I should say, overly sexy. So nothing super tight like a bodycon, nothing super short. Don't have the girls popping all out. No matter how good you look, this is, again, a time for your graduate to shine. And no matter how much in shape you are, you're probably gonna meet their professors, their friends' parents. And really, you wanna keep it classy. This is a picture, again, that they're gonna have for years and years, likely when you have grandchildren and even great-grandchildren. And so you do want something that still, you can look sexy without being overtly sexy and still keep it classy and timeless. Tip number 8 is don't go too casual. While I don't think you need to be formal, you also don't want to wear jeans and sneakers and t-shirts. I definitely think you can find an appropriate dress to complement your figure, and dresses, no matter how casual they are, always look a little elevated. I like to call them a lot of times a casual elevated look because it's a real simple way to put a whole outfit on and just look a little nicer than just a shirt and trousers. Tip number 9 is don't wear anything too tight or restrictive in any way. Remember, you're going to be sitting, you might be walking, you might have not the best bathroom facilities to utilize, and a lot of times it's a several hour event. The overall comfort of the dress that you choose is also very important. Tip 10 is do not wear overly attention grabbing accessories. So this is another time, and if you kind of think of all these tips or this event as trying to keep it a little more classy, I think that you will do this. So you don't need to be overtly attention grabbing at this event. Again, this is not for you, even though it kind of is. I know, I have 4 kids. I had one graduate last year and another one graduating this year from college, and then I have 2 more coming up the ranks. So I know how proud you can be, but really it is a time to stand back, just be minimal, be classic. You could still look really beautiful in something a little bit more toned down. Tip 11 is consider the weather. You may be coming from a different climate than where the graduation will be. And it may be outdoors in midday where it's going to be blazing hot, or it could be an evening graduation by the coast where it really can get cool in the evening. Or it may be an indoor graduation ceremony where they really crank up the AC. So you definitely want to consider the material of your dress for where you're going. And another great tip is to just go ahead and opt to have a beautiful 3rd layer on hand. So a shawl or a wrap of some kind, in case the weather turns cool, will ensure that you look great and are comfortable as well. Tip number 12 is don't overdo your makeup or hair. So you really don't need to get the hair all curled and up and do all of that. Again, I think that this is a little more subdued than maybe wedding guests. So I think on this kind of event, you kind of want to just keep an elevated, casual look. So you want to look like yourself, and you don't need to go all glam. I think an everyday, a little bit elevated look is going to look classy. Okay, and tip 13 is opt for a smaller bag instead of a large, bulky bag. It is not gonna dress up your outfit, so no matter how casual of a dress you have, but also lugging it around for several hours can become a bit cumbersome. All right, tip number 14, avoid overpowering perfumes, but also be aware of your body odor. So I guess tip 14 is be aware of your smell, because you're gonna be in close quarters with other people. We're all there for several hours, and you really don't wanna intrude on other people like that. So don't have too much perfume, but if you're gonna be outside for several hours and you sweat, maybe bring the deodorant with you. Tip number 15 is don't wear anything that makes you feel self-conscious or uncomfortable, because confidence is the key to looking and feeling your best. So I think if you implement all of these rules or consider them in selecting your outfit, you're definitely going to be able to pull off a classy, timeless look that you're also comfortable in and feel amazing wearing. If you're enjoying this content, be sure to give it a like so that YouTube will press it out to more ladies that it may potentially help. And I wanted to showcase my outfit of the day, which I actually always put my outfit of the day at all my videos. If you don't make it to the end, it's always there if you want to see what I'm wearing. And if you want to check out the Somerset dress, I'll have that linked below under my outfit of the day in the description box. I wanted to thank you so much for dropping in and spending some of your time with me today. I really do appreciate it. I hope that you have a wonderful day, and I hope to see you in the next one.